Hey folks, how are you guys doing out there? What up? Hey, I'm doing great too. And you know what? We got a great artist today. If you don't know he is the artist, you should. How are you doing?
Good, good. Thank you so much for having me on your show. Yes,
Hey, not a problem. How are things in Upper New York? Islip, right?
yes, it's Central Islip. It's actually nice and sunny here. Here,
Oh,
I'm
nice.
really happy to that it is like that.
No, that definitely works. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of jump on in and kind of ask you a few questions and get to know you a little bit. So, what got you into music? What was the main thing?
Well, I was actually discovered on Instagram, and
Okay.
by a producer from my hometown, and I just was singing a cover of Tyrone by Erica Badu, and he loved what he heard, and he invited me to his studio to just record my first single, and that ended up being titled Honey, and ever since then, it's just been up from there.
Oh, that's cool. That's interesting. I like how that goes. Little, hey, I see you. I want to know you. Let's find out what you're a little bit more about, right? Definitely. So I have my notes over here. If you see me kind of looking over, I was doing a little bit of research on you. And I noticed that you are a Christian-based musician, right?
Yeah, that is correct. But I am also I do mix in contemporary music in there, so a lot of times I'm actually put in both categories. I
Okay,
want to reach
cool.
as many people as possible.
Nice. I just want to make sure that, we get that out to everybody so they know that you're contemporary and Christian. So you want to get your word out to everybody, right?
Absolutely, yes.
Definitely. I like it. I like it. Now, you're doing pretty good on not YouTube, excuse me, on iTunes. Um, if I read correctly, sorry, if I read correctly, South Africa is kind of booming for you, and where else?
Yes, South Africa and the UK. So both
In
of
the
those
UK.
countries, I had three number ones in South Africa, and I had a bunch of chart topping singles in the UK as well.
Okay, good, cool, cool. I couldn't remember if it was UK or just Europe itself. So I'm sitting there going, sorry about that. Um,
No worries.
sorry, excuse me, I'm fighting a little allergies all of a sudden. We had a little bit of rain, which, in California here, we don't get rain. So it's kind of like, whoa, mind blowing. But anyway, so who are your major influences in music?
Definitely, I'm definitely influenced by a lot of different artists, but I would say Maxwell, neo soul singers. I would also say some pop singers like Michael Jackson, and but mostly I would say Prince is definitely an influence for me in
Oh,
terms
yeah,
of
definitely.
pop music, and Stevie Nicks and their band definitely it's another
Fleetwood Mac,
influence,
yeah.
and just yeah, Fleetwood Mac, that's right, yes, and just so many different artists. I'm an eclectic type singer, so I
I like
just
it.
listen to a little bit of everything.
No, I think that's cool. I think you gotta, you can't be just one facet. You had to be multifaceted, in my opinion, um, working in the music industry, because you got to be able to pull from A to C, Z to, through LMNOP, right?
Absolutely.
Exactly. Yes. Um, Now, your family, growing up as a kid, was there a huge musical influence there? Were you around it 24/7, or was it just something you kind of, whoa, hey, I can do that?
Well, my older brother loved rock music, and also, well, and my mother actually loves smooth jazz music. So I'm a little bit of everything there. And of course, my father,
Nice.
he's from Nigeria, and he loved the Afrobeat type music. So I had so many different influences. That's why my sound is so so eclectic.
Yeah, no, I like it. I like that. So your father is from Nigeria? Wow, that is absolutely amazing. So you have a little bit of family back in Nigeria as well, right?
Yeah, that is correct. Yes, yes, I do.
Okay, cool. Now, what do they think about your music? Listening to it, what are their thoughts on it?
Oh yeah, so my mother loves smooth jazz. That's why I threw in a couple of smooth jazz songs like uh, Brown Skin by Eric by NDRE and some other songs there. So I threw in something just a little bit for everybody in
Oh,
my
nice.
family, and they definitely heard. I'm the youngest in my family for a very long time, and
Oh, wow.
they love that they're hearing a little that I was actually listening to what they were playing all these years.
Nice. I like it. Like it. Now, let's say for some reason you weren't doing music. What would you be doing now?
I love helping people. It would definitely be in the medical field. I would definitely probably be a medical doctor. I love helping people. I love the world, helping the
Yeah.
world.
No, I like it. That works definitely. What was your first instrument that you learned to play?
It was actually the trumpet, but I never became very good. So don't ask me to play the trumpet.
Okay. No playing of the trumpet. All right. What else? What other instruments do you play? Since you're multifaceted.
Well, I definitely play a little bit of the piano and other things like that. Not everything is produced on the computer. I can do loops and things of that nature. But as
Okay.
far as being proficient, I would actually ask somebody like an artist like Kiefer. He's an amazing pianist. To really, if I were to ask for an actual pianist who can definitely help me perform live, I would ask somebody like him to
Nice.
yes.
Nice. Now, who, not who, where has been the most influential place that you have actually been able to play?
Recently I performed in New York City at the Artist Market Festival. That was
Oh,
actually two
nice.
weeks ago. Yes, that was nice, but it's been a bit slow since the pandemic
Yeah.
has happened.
Nice. Nice. Um, as I look at these questions, I kind of sit here and I go, I can ask you this one. I think this one, but this is a question that I like to ask pretty much anybody because it's very relative to anything that you can do. And the reason why is I'm a sports guy. I've always been a sports guy. My partner, Rob, he was a sports guy as well. And we always like to ask, what would your first step be? Now, meaning that we always say that your first step has to be a positive step because in regards to anything that you do, it helps you grow and make the play better. But if it's a negative step, you're always going to be behind. Now, for you as a musician, and we've got some pretty great stories from folks, what would you say your first step is?
Definitely to enjoy to listening to music is so important because that there you'll find your passion throughout the rest of your careers. Just listening to music and taking it in.
Nice. All right. I like it. Make sure you're listening to it and being able to understand it, right?
But absolutely.
No, I like that. I like that. Um, I want to go back to Nigeria a little bit. And the reason why I want to go back to Nigeria is I think that it is such a great story about your family coming over from Nigeria or your dad, right? Was it just your dad or was it your dad and mom?
Yeah, my dad, yes.
Okay. So with
It's
him
just my dad.
coming, okay, he's got to have a tremendous story. I mean, what was his story coming from Nigeria to America and, you know, leaving there, probably leaving his family? And I don't know. I want to know the story, to be quite honest. So give it to us.
So yes, he actually was born in Nigeria and raised, and he actually came here on a student visa to become uh, to become actually a teacher in
Okay,
America.
cool.
And he studied here and he went to Rutgers University, and he eventually became a college professor.
Nice. So is he still a college professor or did he retire?
He's still a college professor. He actually met my mother actually teaching in a middle school. and
That's
that's where he
amazing.
met my mother. And then after some years, he became a college professor.
That is pretty cool. That's an awesome little story. Coming over here, becoming a college professor. I like it. So what is his what does he teach?
Oh, he teaches he teaches education. He teaches teachers how to become teachers,
Oh, I
basically.
like it. So he teaches teachers, trains the
Yeah,
trainers, so on and so forth. I like it.
absolutely,
I
yes.
think that's cool. Got to have somebody do that, right?
Yes.
Definitely. Um, Real quick, folks out there, hey, as we like to say, we are an internationally local show. As you can see, his dad's from Nigeria. Hey, you got to like the correlation there. I had to bring that in, by the way, just because not only that, but I like to give a shout out to Anchor by Spotify, who is our main sponsor for the What Up with Rob and Chris show. You can get Anchor, obviously, to listen to our podcast, and go to YouTube, who we'd love to thank for taking very good care of us. Thank you, YouTube. Is there anybody you'd like to give a shout out to?
Oh yes, my manager Michael Stover. He has a wonderful management company called MTS Management Group,
Oh
and
yeah,
thank you so much for the support.
yeah, Michael does do a great job. We've had some pretty great interviews from some of the folks that he has sent us. And thank you, Michael. We do appreciate you. Now, say, obviously, iTunes is great, but say somebody wants to get to know you a little better. Where else
Oh
can
yeah,
they find you?
yes, they can let all major digital music outlets,
All right, I
including
like it.
yes, including Tidal, Pandora. There's so many to name, too many to name, but at any major digital music outlet.
All right, I like it. All right, here we go. Now, this is going to be a fun question. You ready? What is your favorite song?
Oh yeah, that is definitely a tough question. But right now I'm covering a song called Something Something by Maxwell, and that'll be out in
Okay,
2 weeks. So right now that's my favorite
two
song.
weeks. Okay, cool. Now, in 2 weeks, that's going to be the song that you're covering coming out. What else do you have coming out in a couple weeks?
Uh, just that song, and
Just that
it's
one?
actually
Okay.
a two-track single, and it's a remix. So there's actually an original, and then there's a remix version. Just kind of like how the original artist Maxwell did it. He had two different versions of the song.
Okay, I like it. I like it. What are you looking for coming out in the future? Do you have any, is it going to be new music? Is it going to be stuff you're going to be covering, or what do you got coming out in the future?
That is to be determined. You know, I'm an artist, so just things come out as they come to me.
No, I like it. I was hoping I could definitely try and get something out of you, maybe some secrets or anything, go from there. So you're 16, 17 years old and you run into you today. What advice would you give yourself? You there? Uh-oh. Hello? I think we have technical difficulties, folks. I'll wait a moment, see if we can get them back on. Hello? It's me. Sometimes this happens in television and TV, because no. Oh, yeah. All right. Are we there? Hello? Oh, he gone. Well, folks, sometimes that does happen. And I really wanted to know what kind of advice he would give himself. But you know what? Sometimes that does happen. And just so you guys know, I'm going to go ahead and end it there. I'll find out what happened. Anyway, thank you, folks. We greatly appreciate you. What up with Robin? Well, as you can see, Rob couldn't make it today. He had some things going on. But I'm Chris. Thank you guys for checking us out. And definitely take a look down below. We'll have a little bit more information in regards to He Is the Artist down below. And we will get where you can get a single, and hopefully in a couple of weeks we'll be able to get his new single out. So thank you guys for tuning in. You guys have a great night and a better tomorrow. Thanks for playing. It was all my pleasure. What up?